All righty, we are live at 5. Get it down there. There we go. Good morning, Captain Silva. Morning, Ray. We got bacon. Fortunately, we had to buy it from the store because they went out to Hy-Vee. But they had the Hickory Smoked Premium Bacon on sale for $2.99 for 12 ounces. So I bought a couple. Till I get out to the regular one. So today, we're using bacon and eggs, but I am starting to add a vegetable dish to it. Now, for me, this is second breakfast. But for, let me open it up and take that blinding, glaring light out of there. So let's bring this in a little closer. Maybe that'll help. Looks like I got a shadow there, probably because of these lights here. Let them both that way. There we go. That might help a little bit. Who knows? So, got the dishes done, got everything ready to roll. Miss Sharon, how we doing? Good morning, everybody. So we'll talk about a few things. So, all y'all on social media probably wondering what happened to Facebook and Instagram. Well, it seems to be down. And I don't know why. It's like down, clown. There we go. We'll get rid of that blinding light out of the way. So hopefully the lighting's good here. I'm trying to position it. There we go. And I'm getting ready to, of course, start with bacon. I'll have eggs, and then we'll have some green beans to go with it. So we'll keep it going here. And the vitamin things, I'll be taking in this dosage this morning. I've already taken the multivitamin. I've already had my morning shake. Morning shake consists of using a blender, 20 ounces of Fairlife milk, 4 eggs, and a banana. So that's plenty of nutrition. Now this is my second breakfast. Moringa I take for breathing. And I actually got this from a subscriber about a year ago. So this was really good for breathing. And so I ordered it. And within a day, I could tell the difference. Cayenne pepper, good for blood circulation. Of course, cloudy out and cold, so I haven't been out, so I'm going to take some vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D along with vitamin K. And then there are a bunch that I take at work, just to kind of mix it up. And then I take magnesium, more moringa, and some glycine before I go to bed. And that helps me go to sleep. Definitely gives me a better night's sleep, which makes it much more enjoyable during the day. So I'm going to heat the pan up. I got the secondary heat blasted in the kitchen. These burners will bring it up. It was like 62 when I first started. I got up to 69 already. So it'll get the kitchen all nice and toasty. Helps me move around a little bit. Otherwise, the house would keep at 60 degrees. So eggs, bacon. Let's start with the bacon. Because, if I don't cook bacon, Ray's going to have a fit. So just curious, how many people think it? Just wondering if there's any sort of correlation with that. Now, Twitter's working just fine, and some of the comments I've seen on that just tell me how stupid people are. So a reverend race baiter said, only white supremacists were blocked from it. I know he was joking, but you know, there's going to be people that follow him that are going to believe that was the case. Because there are some people that, I'm sorry, are that stupid. So let's talk about nutrition. I got the poll in there. How important is breakfast? All right. I don't think I have a lot of votes in there yet. I've got 50% said never leave home without one. Come on, let's open this up. And beer is not just for breakfast. 2 votes. Okay, I'm guessing I know who the beer is not for breakfast vote is. I'm thinking I can guess that one. So if you're in chat, remember, hit the thumbs up. And let's talk about it. So breakfast is one of your most important meals. It is really going to be what sets how your day is going to go. Yeah, I'm going to guess that one. That was easy. So the better your breakfast or breakfasts are, the better you'll feel about yourself during the day. Now, if you work in an office or an area of the lunchroom and that, I know people are always bringing in donuts. And I know people who used to say, man, how come you're not helping yourself to a donut? And I would just say there's nothing good about it. It's sugar and flour. That's basically all it is. Sugar and flour. I just say no. Most of the time, no. Will I have one every now and then? Yeah. Every now and then, it's worth having some. But for the most part, I have eggs and bacon and bananas and milk. And this time I'll also have green beans. So, hey, Hokey Con, how we doing? On the weekend. Weekend, generally, I'll make a big breakfast. That's when if I'm not working, well, even if I am working, because I don't work until later, that's when we have like the biscuits and gravy or have pancakes along with some eggs. That's when we kind of do the specialty type breakfasts. But during the week, it's very important. I mean, and it's probably easier for me because I work second shift. I know when I worked first shift, it took a while for my stomach to wake up, but I would still force a couple eggs down. Breakfast for supper is good too. We've done that. You know, it's number one, it's the most inexpensive meal to make, and it is very high in protein and in good calories. Remember, the incredible edible egg, all 20 amino acids that you need are in this egg. Most of your minerals and vitamins are in this egg. The only thing it does not really have is vitamin C. So if you eat some eggs and you drink a glass of orange juice, you've pretty much got all the nutritional values that you need to have. And that's a really good way to be. So anyway, yesterday was my birthday, and I worked. But we did go out, the wife and I did go out on Sunday, and we had some beers, and some food, and some fun. And I got to bed really early, so I was fine on Monday. And then I went into the gym and had a good workout. I put up 425 for my birthday. Today, gym will probably be legs and maybe some shrugs. We'll see how early I get there. The earlier I get there, the more accessory exercises I can do. But I always try to get the basic ones in there. So the Arnold was fun. Very busy place, but definitely enjoyed going there. And I'll probably make plans to go there next year. Might even I'm thinking about a booth, but then if I'm in a booth, then I'm stuck at the booth. So probably not going to do the booth. I want to be able to walk around and meet and greet and figure with the booth and what it costs me to stay there and that. It's best for me just to go there for 2 days. Boom, boom. And it looks like Friday and Saturdays are like probably your best days to go and head back. Kind of saves me money. If I have breakfast, it's usually very light. So that's because of the amount of activity I'm doing, my breakfasts are not light. But even a light breakfast is better than no breakfast. So even if it's just an egg and a glass of milk, maybe some fruit, still breakfast, it still gets your body going in a positive direction. All right, unless you're working out in the gym for an hour and a half, 5 days a week, you probably don't need 1,000-calorie breakfast, but 300-400-calorie breakfast will do you wonders throughout the whole day. So I always recommend starting your day with a breakfast. Even if it's with a small breakfast, go ahead and start with a breakfast. Nutrition is health. When you have headaches, it's because you're lacking something. You're either lacking protein for the brain or you're lacking hydration for the body, and you need certain salts to help you hold that hydration. So when you're saying, oh, I don't feel well, did I have breakfast? No, could be why. All right, what did I have for breakfast? So I had coffee and 6 donuts. That's probably why. So working night shifts makes it hard. So breakfast can actually be lunch. All right, breakfast is saying it's the first meal of the day. You're breaking your fast from sleeping. So yes, my breakfast is usually, well, I have my shake around 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then I have my true breakfast around 10:30 or 11 because I work second shift. But yeah, it's just you're breaking your fast. So if you work the night shift, about an hour after you get up, that's when you want to break your fast. So breakfast might be lunch. That's fine, as long as you get that meal in. So the graveyard shift, I don't mind the 3 to 11. Actually, that's not a bad shift for me because I get a lot of stuff done in the morning. I mean, I'm up at 7:30. I'm moving by 8. I don't head to the gym until about 1 o'clock. So I got 5 hours. I'm getting stuff done. So, to me, that works out really well. I'm thinking the 11 to 7 shift, 11 at night to 7 in the morning, is the one I would not want. That's just not the one I would like. That kind of, my whole day kind of gets messed up with that. But yeah, that graveyard shift. That's the one shift I hope to stay away from. You never know. Unfortunately, that's the shift that needs the most help. The kid I was training went third shift. And then the one that was training me went to first shift. So I'm hoping I'm pretty comfortable in second. If I got the opportunity to go to first shift, I probably would, only because on the weekends I could work a 6-hour overtime shift and I could still go out and do something in the evening. How is too late to eat dinner? Generally, you want to eat dinner at least 2 hours before you go to bed. So, once again, that depends on your schedule. If you go to bed at 10, you want to have dinner probably before, sometime between about 6 and 8 o'clock. You don't want to have it too early because then you're going to be hungry again. And then that's when you eat junk food before you go to bed, which is even worse. So I'd say dinner you want to have about 2 hours before you go to sleep. So yeah, otherwise if you eat it at 9:30 then go to bed, well now your body's digesting while you're trying to sleep, and that's usually when you wake up tired because you're not really getting sleep because your body is doing a lot of processing. It's doing a lot of the beginning digesting. I mean, it's digesting at night, but usually your food has already passed through most of the activity areas, we'll call it. So good questions. Yeah, usually you want to have dinner done within 2 hours when you're going to go to bed. That is kind of like the best way. So, when I come home from work, I'm not eating a dinner because I'm basically going to bed within an hour. So what I'll do is I'll take magnesium, glycine, and a few other things that help me sleep with a drink of water. But what I do at work is I have my last small meal at about 9:30. which usually is a tub of cottage cheese, 52 grams of protein, about 5 grams of carbs. Definitely by midnight, it's already passed through. So you always want to do that. So depending on your shift, about want to have dinner finished 2 hours before you go to bed. Doesn't mean it has to be that way 100%, but it tends to work out better for you that way. There we go. Put it down to low. So, good questions. Appreciate everybody chipping in. That helps with to keep everything rolling. So, just go ahead and put in comments, just because I know a lot of you were just on John at Prepper Nation, and it was a good thing that he had today. But do you think Facebook and Instagram being down is just, oops, something happened? Or was it an attack by some foreign entity to shut down communications on Super Tuesday? Or was it done deliberately to shut down communications on Super Tuesday? Just curiosity question. I'm not saying it's any of them, of the three. It's just three things to think about. Did it just happen? Was it a cyber attack? Or was it purposely done? Now, I don't think purposely done seems very unlikely, because their business is about being online. I would say more likely that it was some sort of attack. And I'm sure somehow they'll blame Trump for it. Or was it just, a hardware or software glitch? I don't believe in coincidences or flukes yet much anymore. That's true. As the Inquisition says, there is no such thing as a coincidence. It was planned. I just found it curious. I'm trying to sign in on both of them. So I said, okay, well, Twitter's up. Let's see what's going on. And it's funny, you had to go to another social media platform to find out that platform was down. So that cracked me up. And then some of the comments people were saying also cracked me up. Produced too much melatonin. So that melatonin's got some weird things, right? I took it once for like a few nights in a row to help me fall asleep, and I had a very bad experience with it. And I guess it's just a lot of people do. I don't know what the percentage is, but my doctor did too, where it gave her such a bad nightmare she couldn't sleep for days afterwards. And it gave me a nightmare that kept me from sleeping, but it made me question, why am I taking this? That's why I stopped taking it. So what I take instead is I take magnesium, which you should take anyway, because magnesium is involved in over 600 reactions. You can't absorb vitamin D without magnesium. You can't absorb calcium without vitamin D. So it's one of those that kind of build on top of each other. With the producing too much of the melatonin, I don't know, maybe a blood test could determine that from your doctor. Yeah, so I don't take melatonin. Like I said, it gave me some very bad nightmares. I mean, the first night it helped me fall asleep a little bit sooner, gave me a little bit better rest, but the next night I had a dream that I just couldn't explain, so I was like, I dumped it down the toilet. Said, nope. And then I discovered magnesium, and magnesium does a much better job without the side effects. Now I have nothing but happy, joy. So now that what I do is I pull the pan off the heat when I get ready to add the eggs. I have a slow metabolism has helped me with this, but there is a supplement can I take to boost it. There are a few, but then again, you want to research it on your own too. Just be able to say, hey, try this. What I want you to do is also go online and look at if there's going to be any side effects, if you're on any medications. You want to make sure that there's no side effects with that medication. What I take to help with keep my metabolism up, and I've talked about this a lot, is arginine. All right, this is going to help you produce NO2. It's going to help you your blood circulation, and that's one of the things that I take. Cayenne pepper is supposed to be good for your circulation also, and your circulation is also help your metabolism and the foods that you eat. If you're eating a lot of foods high in sugar, it's a metabolism killer. It gives you high boost and shuts you down. So you want to eat more healthy, non-processed food, your incredible edible eggs, your meats, pure veggies as you can get them, when you can get them. I think that would help. Also, your sleeping might do it too. So I would take maybe some magnesium about an hour before you go to bed. Carnivore diet. So I'm an omnivore. I eat everything. So the carnivore diet is going to, here's the advantage of a carnivore diet. It's very high in proteins. All right. And proteins keeps the brain healthy. So a lot of people are going to feel better about themselves because they're feeding their brain the protein and cholesterol that the brain needs. All right. But I also think you should get veggies too. They always say, you want a green veggie and a yellow veggie. But I mean, I like green peppers, I like green beans, I like corn, and carrots. Those are the veggies I like. If you like different vegetables, they're good too. Those I always look at them as being add to your carnivore diet. Now I know they say don't eat any veggies at all. I'm going to disagree with that. There's a lot of vitamins and minerals, trace elements that your body needs that you can get in vegetables. So even if you're doing a carnivore diet, I would still eat vegetables. That's my opinion. I don't think anybody's going to sit there and have poor health because they add vegetables to their meat diet. If they say they do, I want to see that study. Corn is mostly carbs. Yep, and you need carbs. When they tell you to cut carbs to lose weight, yeah, but they're not telling you to eliminate carbs. You got to have carbs. Carbs provide the energy. You got to have fats. It's just when you're eating nothing but that, and you're eating nothing but processed foods, that's where the problem comes from. It's not the carb content, it's where you're getting the carbs from. Carbs from vegetables are healthy for you. In most vegetables, you'll burn more calories digesting that vegetable than you will getting from it. But if you want to lose weight, eat more lettuce. When I say eat lettuce, I mean lettuce. And cucumbers and green peppers and radishes. And don't cover it full of fattening dressing. I went from 262 to 222 in 4 months. I would take a big tub like this from the garden. And it was filled with lettuce, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and I'd take about 4 or 5 cans of tuna to work. And that's what I ate. There was no salad dressing. Okay? I was eating the salad. And that got me to drop weight safely over a period of 4 months. My six-pack showed back up. Now, I lost 40 pounds off my bench. That's going to happen. You can't cut weight and not lose strength. I don't care what you say, unless you're severely overweight. But anytime there's weight classes in powerlifting for a reason. Because Because could I drop down to the 220-pound class? Yeah. But I'm taking 40 pounds off my bench. Easily. Yeah, but is it the right efficiency you want? Understand, your carbs is also the energy that's driving your repair, and it's also driving your metabolism. So, eating less calories, obviously you're going to lose weight, but are you going to lose weight healthy-wise? I would say what I would do is I would sit there and I would figure out, okay, I'm eating 2,500 calories a day. And let me see, maybe I'm drinking 2 sodas. All right, I'm going to get rid of the 2 sodas. So I'm not going to drink the sodas anymore. We'll make a small step. Keeping the amount of calories in the food the same. And then over a month, did I lose weight? If I did, continue. And then the next month, did I drop some weight? It'll be a lesser amount. If I did, great, continue. And if you get to the point where I'm not losing weight, all right, but if I'm on an exercising thing, maybe I'm not losing fat, but I'm gaining muscle, and muscle weighs more. So, hey, Teresa, thanks for hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate it. So, it's not just eating less, but it's also eating the right foods and then dropping the one food. Because people say, oh, I'm just going to change my diet. 180 degrees. Well, you'll do it for a week and then you'll go back. It's just, there's no way you're going to sit there and just reinvent yourself. Rarely is that going to happen. So, like when I realize I'm not gaining weight or strength, well, then I add a couple hundred calories to my diet for the day. And it's usually going to be in my main meals. So say I was eating, 2 eggs in my shake, which I was doing. I've upped that to 4 eggs. So that kicks it up 150 calories and gives me 12 more grams of protein. And just that easy little tweak, has bumped me into the 425 on the bench. So it's a lot of things in walking. Walking is one of your best exercises to lose weight. Tend to be low impact, and you'll burn calories. Weightlifting produces muscle. Muscle burns, every pound of muscle, just by having it, burns 100 calories a day, just by having muscle. So if you add a pound of muscle in a month, you're burning an extra 100 calories every day because you had that pound of muscle. That's why weightlifting helps you lose weight. And then it's when you eat is also important. And what you eat before you go to bed. Well, hey, I like ice cream. Great. Have it for breakfast. What? Have it for breakfast. Because you're up and moving. Now that sugar rush you're getting is now going into burning off instant energy. But when do people most often have their bowl of ice cream? Before they go to bed. So they go to bed, they have a restless sleep, and all that sugar goes to fat. So I'm not saying give up sweets. Just don't have it before you go to bed. And you want to boost your metabolism. If you're eating, say you're eating 2 big meals a day, all right, well, let's have the big meal and breakfast, and let's have 3 small meals. And that'll keep your metabolism up higher. I eat 5 to 6 meals a day. This is meal 2. I will have a semi-meal after I get done working out. It'll be meal 3, 2 hours when I'm work. I have another meal. That's meal 4. Then I have dinner. That's meal 5. Then I have another one before I head home. That's meal 6. So I eat 6 times a day. It helps me keep my metabolism going. It helps me build muscle. Helps me feel good. Keeps my nutrition high. But when I'm not eating the garbage they sell out of the vending machines. And I've seen people doing that. They're grabbing stuff out of the vending machines. I'm like, that's the worst thing you could have grabbed. I mean, seriously, it's just garbage. You shouldn't eat it. So there's